Hello everyone, hopefully you managed to get your fingers around Smoke on the Water. It can take a little while to get used to hitting the two strings, so don't worry if it's not perfect, just keep practicing it. Today we're going to be tackling two new chords using the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. We're going to learn the chords G and D. We're also going to put that with a chord we already learned, the C chord. Let's get straight into it. So a G chord can be quite full on when you're learning the guitar, so good luck with this one. You want your middle finger, your second finger, to play the 3rd fret on the string closest to you, the top one. Then you're going to put your first finger on the second one down, on the 2nd fret, so the fret just behind your middle finger. So 3 and 2. Then you need your other two fingers, and this might be the hard bit, to play the 3rd fret on the bottom two, these two thinner strings down here. So you want your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on that 2nd string down here, and then you want your little finger on the 1st string down here. They're both on the 3rd fret, and we need to do that while putting these two at the top. So you want your 2nd finger on 3, 1st finger on 2, and then these two also on 3 on the 3rd fret. So 3, 2, 3 and 3. 2nd finger, 1st finger, 3rd finger, little finger. This one I tend to put my thumb like behind the 2nd fret. That feels quite nice, kind of like just peering over. Try and keep it flat. You've got to make sure you're not touching the middle two strings that are open. And then, yeah, this is G. You've got to hit all the strings. Try playing 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we try that again? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your hand off the guitar and try and get back into a G as quickly as you can. Take it off, try and get faster every single time. You need it to be quick. Maybe get the lower strings on first, then get these two on. The next chord we're going to learn is D. So to play D, you want your 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, on the 4th one down, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one. And then you want your 2nd finger, it's going to play the 2nd fret on the very bottom one, the thinnest one. And then you want your 3rd finger to kind of go in the middle on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, this 2nd one up. You might have to just bring your wrist round slightly just to get your fingers in, but you might find you don't have to do that. And then, yeah, I tend to put my thumb kind of on the 2nd fret. Feels quite nice. You just got to be careful that you're playing with the tip of your fingers like you should always be. And you might, it'll be your 3rd finger, the one sticking out. Make sure it's not touching this thinner string down here. So you might have to just bring your wrist through slightly, just so you can get out of the way. You can test it by playing each of the strings. So on a D chord, we're going to play 4 strings. So you can do something like that just to check it's working. And then, yeah, we want to strum the 4 strings. So look at your right hand and try and only hit those 4 strings. What I do is just bring my hand down slightly, and then all from your wrist. So that is D. Take your hand off and try and build that chord again. 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. That's your D chord. And then can you remember your G chord? It was this one. 2nd finger on 3, 1st finger on 2, and then these two on the 3rd fret down here. That's your G chord. And then D. 1st finger on 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. Try and picture the shape of it in your head. won't be that quick yet, but that's what we're aiming for. Try and get them so you can remember them. Take your hand off, try and play it as quick as you can. So for the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley, we're going to need a capo. So get your capo, and we're going to put it over the 2nd fret on the guitar. You just grab it and open it up, and then put it over the strings on the 2nd fret. You want to make sure it gets all of the strings. And then what happens is we play the chords moved up. So our G chord would be 3 frets from the capo, and then our D chord would be down here. Very similar to where it was before. We've just moved them up with the capo. We also need our C chord. So let's have a quick refresh of our C chord. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd one down. Then your 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the next one down. And then your 1st finger is going to play the 1st fret on the 2nd one up, this one. 3, 2, and 1. The chords we need in this song are G, the one we just learned. Try and get that in your head. Pause the video if you need to. And then D, this one. Try and get this in your head. And then C, the one we did before. So in Three Little Birds, we've got to go from a G chord to a C chord, which is a hard change. So the secret to changing chords is to try and move 2 things at once. So when we go from a G to a C chord, that's a really hard change because everything's different. What you want to practice is trying to move your 2nd and 1st finger together to where they are in the C shape. So if you notice these 2 fingers, they come up together and then they're in the same sort of shape as they are in the G chord. So this is G. Then we want to try and focus on getting these 2 fingers moving together to where they are in the C. So you could spend a little bit of time just trying to move these fingers together instead of building the chord every time. Pause the video and spend a little bit of time trying to get good at that. And then also in this song, we've got G to D. So the secret to G to D is your 3rd finger, your ring finger, it's in the same place. It's on this 3rd fret. So try and keep that down. Take your other fingers off. Then build the D chord. You might still have to move your thumb down. Just first try and keep that finger down. G, 3rd finger. D, this one doesn't move. That might take a little bit of getting used to. You don't have to master everything at once. So first just try and play the chord when I do. So in this song we're going to strum down on every beat. And make sure you look at the music and see if you can play along with me, play along to the chords. Read the name of the chord and then strum down however many times it says. For every bar, we're going to strum down 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then look at the music and try and change chords when the chord changes. If it takes you a second to get to the chord, still try and keep going. Try and get to the next chord. Okay, I'm going to put the track on at a slow tempo and see if you can play along. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if that was a bit fast for you, just play on beat 1 of every bar. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then you change to the C. 1, 3, 4, and then G. 2, 3, 4. Even if you have to leave the chord a bit sooner, it's all good. We've got to start somewhere. And then this is the full speed version of the song. Give it a go. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you play along to the song, and also head to the website and download the music, as that has the full song that you can play along to. Good luck with that. In the next lesson we're going to be learning the Day Tripper riff, so head to that video now and don't forget to like and subscribe.